So the next phase of things, once we're done our wireframing, is we start prototyping. So the advantage or the reason why we do our prototyping is to, again, like we've emphasized several times, is hammer out all of the errors, all of the issues ahead of time before we get too far into our color. And then we just want to wrap our heads around making things look real pretty. Um, and then perhaps if something doesn't function right, then there's no sense making it look pretty if it's not functioning. So we're going to integrate the feedback from the wireframe. So perhaps that might be from our one-on-one meetings. It might, I imagine it's probably mostly from the one-on-one meetings versus when you hand them in, because it's such a tight turnaround from when you hand those in to, am I recording this? Yes, I am, sorry. It's a turnaround from when you hand those in to when the prototyping is due. So again, that's going to come from our one-on-one meetings. So I do expect everyone to be prepared for those meetings. And I have seen those time slots start to take. So at this stage, you're just to have all of your pages linked and functioning. So you don't need to have rollovers or hovers at this stage. Those are things that you can integrate at the comp stage. I'm not making it a requirement, but that'll be phase 2 of things I'm going to show you. I just don't want to overload you too much at this stage of the game. Then using the share feature in XD, you're going to create a link and submit it to 2 participants. Perhaps maybe the guys that did your usability testing before, they can graciously do it again. Using the usability sheet provided like we did previously, create 4 tasks. So I've took 1 participant out. Instead of 3, we're just doing 2. Instead of 5 tasks, we're just doing 4. So you want to just ensure the task takes the user through the app to fully test all the functionality. Can be very simple. Get to the homepage, add something to the cart, do this. So very basic. I imagine everyone's probably going to have this exact same features, but that should still be able to help you all function through the app. You'll then record any issues, positive or negative, the participant had the task in the source of error column, and then assign your rating just like we did before. In the final column, discuss your recommendation. You might want to just jot down a quick recommendation, or maybe they have a recommendation for when they're testing your app, or you might already know at that stage of the game, I need to enlarge the type. Navigation doesn't function here, etc. And then you make any necessary edits to your wireframe, and we go from there. So from handing it at this stage with the edits made from the testing using the share feature again in XD, you're going to create a link and you're going to copy the link in the comment section, the Dropbox, and that will be your submission for the for your prototype. And I'm also going to want to see the usability charts and the tests that were done. So you're going to be marked at this stage of the game. So again, your wireframes are at a complete state at this stage of the game. So now we're just making sure all of our pages are functioning and linked, always making sure we have the ability to go forward and back from all pages. You want to make sure your navigation works from all pages, not from that first page. Then your website tasks that you did in your testing, the issues, the errors, and then your wireframe edits from there. So that, folks, so your wireframes, like I said, are due on the 18th, which is a Friday. And then you just have until the Monday end of day to do the rest of that. It's very tight, but that reason for that is that Monday end of day is week 7. And then you have to start making it look pretty by that Friday. Woo! Crunch time. So I'm just gonna